How's it going, guys? Nappa here with yet another episode of the NASCAR Heat 2 Career Mode. The intro season is coming to an end. Only a few more races in the intro season before we get to start our first full-time season, where we're going to be able to select a ride, choose who we want to go with. Anyway, this week we're going to be headed to Michigan. And we got an offer to drive another 5-star car, which is going to be Matt Crafton's car, I'm pretty sure. And they want a top 8 finish with a payout of $42,000. So, top 8. We know that it's possible coming off of Pocono and how ridiculously well I did there, despite. I really can't even explain what happened at Pocono. The AI were just so slow for some reason. But we know it's possible. I've gotten a few decent finishes. I'm not sure how to navigate Michigan. I know some tracks with these trucks that are lower end, you didn't have to lift at all. But this is a 5-star truck. This is a truck that has a lot of speed, and Michigan is a very fast track. So we may end up having to lift, may end up having to brake even a little bit. Who knows? But we will find out. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot, but we are going to qualify just to get a feel for the track as per usual, as well as any adjustments that may need to be made. And we are off for our qualifying lap here at Michigan. Most of my time in this game has been spent recording these career mode videos, so a lot of the tracks I'm going to, with the exception of like Iowa and Gateway, I'm going to them for the first time. So, Michigan, I've not been here yet in this game. This truck has some decent speed. It's getting up to about 180. Are we going to have to lift? That's going to be the real question. Yeah, maybe we're going to have to breathe the throttle a little bit through the corners. I had to let off just a teeny little bit there. But I'm probably going to have to let off a little bit more coming through the tri-oval because we're going to be carrying even more speed. So I'm actually able to almost diamond the corner, and I barely have to lift. And when I say I'm barely lifting, I mean I'm like lifting the trigger up off the controller, like a millimeter. It's very minuscule. I have a feeling that some of the lower end trucks in the field are not going to have to lift at all. It'd be nice if we could get a somewhat decent qualifying position, but I'm not really going to count on it. 22nd, so not dead last. That's not bad. It is an outside starting position. Not really what I wanted to see from that. I always hate starting on the outside, but let's just get right into it. Top 8 finish, that's going to be our goal. We have 9 laps of fuel in the tank, and the race is going to be 13 laps, so we're going to have to pit towards the end if we don't get a caution. So the inside line seems to be moving a little bit quicker than the outside. I was going to try to cut down there, but unfortunately I was not clear. I'm glad I turned on my mirror and checked first. If you're wondering why I don't run with the mirror all the time, it really just boils down to the fact that I find it to be more of a distraction than anything else. If I need it, if I'm in a situation where I want it, I'll quickly turn it on. But if I have it on all the time, I end up looking at that more than I'm looking ahead, and I end up screwing up. So we're making moves on the outside. This is very reminiscent of Pocono, where this 5-star truck just has more speed on the straightaways blatantly than some of the other trucks. And honestly, until the outside stops working, I'm going to stay on the outside because, ooh, we got a bad line through there. I had to kind of lose a little bit of momentum. But until the outside completely stops working, it's where I want to stay. Because I don't have to lift on the outside at all, and a little loose. And honestly, I think it's just going to be the easiest area for passing. So we're moving up into 12th. We got Cody Coughlin up ahead. We're going to try to make a move. Pretty sure the apron's legal at Michigan. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think many drivers ever use it, but in the game, sure enough. So Currently challenging the 8 truck of John Hunter Nemechek for 8th place. That's going to be our team goal. And we are around and away. So now we're going to dive to the inside of Snyder here. He's going to give us the room. Thanks much, bud. Now we're going to move high, trying to make a move up on the top of the track around the 19 truck of Cindric. Not going to work. We're going to come back low, thread the needle, come back up high. This truck is just ridiculous on the straightaways. It's not really even corner speed that it has. The AI are pretty similar speeds through the corners. But this truck is just ridiculous on the straights. So we're going to move to the inside of Grant Enfinger. And we just barely clear him there as I slide up in front to cause him to lose a little momentum. Lead pack up ahead, 1, 2, and 3. For a second there, it looked like they were going to pit. But we're going to see if we have anything for them. This is a pretty good truck. I mean, we moved up from 22nd to 5th, so... Are we going to be able to... Or to 4th, I'm sorry. So are we going to be able to catch up to this lead pack and maybe have a shot at winning the race? Who knows? I feel like we would have had a shot at winning at Pocono had it not been for that speeding penalty, as well as the caution. So we are catching up to Smith up ahead. Some of the AI are kind of using the apron down there, and it keeps making me think they're going to pit, so I'm like getting ready to peel off with them and pit at the same time. So we should be able, if we're able to pit on lap 9, we should be able to make it on 1 can of gas. It'll be cutting it close, but we should be able to make it on 1. Which means we'll have time to take 2 tires as well. Oh, we try to make a move to the inside of Smith, but he's going to come down and put on the block. However, he's now sliding high due to the bump I ended up giving him. So he's going to lose a lot of momentum. He's fallen back quite a bit. Sorry about that, buddy. I didn't really intend for that to happen. But when you put on the block, that's what you risk happening. So that looks like a Brad Keselowski Racing truck up ahead, as well as the number 4, Christopher Bell. Who is in the lead? Who's up there? It's going to be Briscoe. He's been doing pretty well all season. We move to the inside of Bell, make it happen, give me room. Alright, now, the plan is to just follow Briscoe. When he pits, I pit. That's what we're going to do. I'm not even going to attempt to pass Briscoe. I know we got the speed to do it, but I'm not going to bother. We are almost out of gas, so Briscoe may or may not be pitting this time around. We will see. Hopefully, if he does pit, hopefully he don't get rear-ended by... And he's pitting. And we're going to get a penalty. Yep, black flag. See, he pulled off way later than I thought. So we ended up getting a black flag. That's going to be the end of that race. Pretty much. That's that. That's going to be that. Well, that's alright. That was kind of my fault. I got a bad pit road entry. Just didn't expect him to peel off so late. I need to look into what I need to do to be able to adjust the brake bias so I can actually get on the brakes a little bit harder without it sliding out. Because I feel like the AI are a lot more stable on braking. And they can really... they can really just enter the pits a lot more successfully than I can. It seems like I get on the brakes and I slide out and skid and everything like that. So where are we going to cycle out here? This is not going to be good. Going 3 mile an hour, letting everybody by, because apparently that's just what you do. We're going to come out 19th. That is not good. If we had a caution right now at this very instant, I could still get the 8th place finish. But luck was there to save us at Pocono. Unfortunately, I do not think it's going to rescue us here at Michigan. Really got to work on my pit road entry. That really just botched everything up. Don't know how the AI could slow down so late like that, and if I do that, then I slide out. I'm not sure what the deal is there. But we're going to continue on anyways. We have somebody coming out of the pits right now, which is kind of weird. I guess they were on a little bit of a different schedule than everybody else, so I wonder who that is. That's... Ooh, we're going to push way high. Not sure what that's all about. Holy crap. So who is that is on a... So we got Clay Greenfield, CJ Bell. I can't see who's that third car ahead is. So this is going to be the first time, presumably, in the season that we have failed to meet our team objective. However, it's not that big of a deal. We did complete the team objective for Kyle Busch Motorsports. And so that's a 5-star car. And so we should be able to pick them next season. So, not much loss. We already got a 5-star deal. Excuse me. And so, losing this, it does kind of suck, but that's alright. Bigger picture-wise, it's no biggie. So, we're going to try to side draft TJ Bell here a little bit. There we go. And we're going to get around him up to 16th. And unless something miraculous happens, I think this is probably where we're going to end up finishing. So, you know what? Let's do a lap on board here through the visor cam here. Don't really play from this camera too often, but it is neat. So we are gaining on the truck ahead. We actually may move up to P14. Truck slowed up ahead. Is that going to be for position? No, that's not going to be for position. He is a lap down. We are low on fuel, but that's alright. We only got to make it around one more time here at Michigan. It's Travis Kvapil up ahead. Will we be able to get around him on this final lap for P14? We're going to try to make it happen. We're going to get the draft. We're going to move to the inside. Looks like we should be able to clear him going into the corner. And from the sounds of it, the leader has just finished. I believe it's probably going to be Cindric who won it. And we're going to bring it to the line 14th. So, I mean, for getting a 20-second penalty, that's not really all that bad. I definitely think we could have won that had it not been for that. But I made a stupid mistake, and that's what happens. But let's just go ahead and look at that pit road entry real quick. We'll fast forward to it. I just want to kind of show you what I mean by, like, how much easier the AI are getting into the pits, like, and how they're slowing down so quickly without sliding. Like, I gotta look into the setups and see if there's anything I can do to replicate that. So it took me a while to catch up to this lead pack. And then kind of bumped into him there because he put on the block. And then we get around Bell. And we are following... Okay, so here's where it all goes down. So he pulls off and immediately hits the brakes. And I hit the brakes as soon as he did. But I was just sliding all over the place. And it seems like the AI actually took over my car. Right about here is where it took my car over. Which is weird because I was on the outside of the commitment cone. So I don't know. But, yeah, some tracks, the AI doesn't take over your car until you're right at the entrance to the wall. And some tracks take it over really early. So it's kind of difficult to figure out what tracks do what. But that's just going to be part of the learning curve, so... Anyways, let's see who's going to go ahead and win that. Oh, that's the point standings, it's not the race. Fastest lap is going to be me with a 40.1. Most laps led is going to be Chase Briscoe with 6 laps. Corbin Forrester starting 24th, finishing 3rd, so he's on the move. And the tough break's going to be Joe Nemechek, started 19th, finished 31st. Alright, well that's going to do it. Should only be 1 or 2 more races in the pre-intro season. And then we'll be on to the full-time season. So you missed out on getting that top 8, but don't feel bad. Michigan's a tough track. Keep on working, you'll get there. No big deal. We'll go ahead and check for a hot seat offer before we end off the video. I know I've been kind of inconsistent as to whether or not I do that in the videos themselves, but we'll do it here. No offer for that race, so we're going to move on, and it's going to be Ben Rhodes who won that. So it seems like Ben Rhodes and Chase Briscoe are the two that are competing for the championship this season. The Silverado 250, we're going to get an offer for that. No, we are not. So who's going to win that race? That's going to be Briscoe. And week 30, we're going to check for an offer here. Didn't read. Okay, so we got an offer. What race is this going to be? This is going to be... Alright, so this is going to be another 5-star car. It's another Nemco car. They want a top 8 finish, and we're going to Chicagoland. So we will race that later. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.